Oh, wait, one sec. There we go. Sorry for the delay. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome on into another episode of Play-by-Play with JJ. Phillies coverage. We do Phillies baseball, we do Sixers basketball, and we do Eagles football in here. I hope that you're all having yourselves a great Sunday afternoon. Happy Father's Day for all the fathers out there. Yeah, man. So we got Phillies and Orioles. Phillies taking on the Baltimore Orioles to wrap up a 3-game series. The series is currently tied 1-1. Phillies were hanging in there yesterday, and then, well, the game got out of reach in the bottom of the 8th inning. Anthony Santander just continues to crush the Phillies during this series. He had a multi-homer game, his first one since 2023, and he's just been going off. He had 4 of the 5 RBIs yesterday, and he has really just been, 5 of the 6 RBI yesterday, I should say. And he's been really, really good. He's been really good defensively, really, really good offensively, and the Phillies are going to have to go for the series win today and utilize Zach Wheeler really well. Hopefully Zach Wheeler has a good outing. He'll be going up against Corbin Burns. Wheeler is 8-3 with a 2.16 ERA. He has 95 strikeouts in 87 2/3 of an inning. I gotta say that the last time that Zach Wheeler pitched, I thought that overall he did a really good job against the Boston Red Sox. He just allowed 1 earned run. I love how when he's out there on the mound and he's just taking control, he is just, every time he goes out there, it's just stress-free. He just clocks in and he clocks out. And even if he gets guys on base, you just know that he'll find a way to get out of a jam. He's been just so good with the ground balls. I love the way that his sinker has been utilized as well. He has different types of sliders and a really cool off-balance changeup as well that he decides to throw every once in a while as well. And he just makes hitters just feel really uncomfortable, and I thought that against the Boston Red Sox he really did that, just allowing 3 hits, 1 earned run, and he only had 4 strikeouts, but that's all that he needed. He had some good help defensively too. But the Phillies are going to go up against Corbin Burns, and Corbin is a strikeout-dominant type of a pitcher. Guy that played for the Milwaukee Brewers before coming over to the Baltimore Orioles. He's 7-2 this year with a 2.08 ERA. The strikeouts are a little bit down this year overall. He has 82 strikeouts and 86 2/3 of an inning. But the last time that he did pitch, he also went 7 innings and he had 6 strikeouts, allowed just 5 hits, 2 runs. None of them were earned. He hasn't allowed more than 1 run since May 24th. So over his last 21 innings, he's just only allowed 1 earned run and has had 16 strikeouts as well to go along with that. Phillies are going to have to do a good job with their plate discipline. We know that Nick Castellanos and some other guys have just been chasing after the first pitch, and they just haven't really been having a very good plate approach. And against a guy like Corbin Burns, you're going to have to do that. You're really going to have to do that and make him work. Fight off pitches, work up the pitch count, and make him rely on his defense. So that's all you got to do. Yeah, man. What's up, chat? D's here. What's going on, Humbug? What's up, Adam? Sorry about all the filler words today. I'm just sort of warming up. Yolanda is here. What's up, Yolanda? Jesus. What's going on? And Serena. What's up, Serena? How you doing? What's up? What's good? All right. Phillies. That was really weird. Okay. Phillies will get started at 1:35 p.m. Eastern Time. Let's go over the starting lineups for the Philadelphia Phillies. So we're just about ready to get underway. So we got Kyle Schwarber leading things off. Nick Castellanos batting in the 2 spot. Bryce Harper hitting 3rd. Alec Bohm in the cleanup spot. And you got Bryson Stott hitting 5th. Behind him is Edmundo Sosa. Brandon Marsh batting 7th. David Dahl hitting 8th. And Garrett Stubbs is batting 9th. Trey Turner was reported that he would be returning tomorrow, most likely. And that's what the plan is going to be for the Phillies. So that is good stuff to hear. He's not had a rehab assignment per se. But they do project him to be back tomorrow. So again, for the Phillies, Kyle Schwarber, Nick Castellanos, Bryce Harper, Alec Bohm, Bryson Stott, Edmundo Sosa, Brandon Marsh, David Dahl, and Garrett Stubbs. That's the lineup for Philadelphia. They're going to have to go up looking to go up against Corbin Burns. It is a gorgeous day outside at Camden Yards. Absolutely gorgeous. 84 degrees, winds blowing southeast at 9 miles per hour. So Schwarber will step into the box. Phillies in their gray tops, gray bottoms with the red Phillies painted on the chest on the front. And the white P logo, the white Phillies logo that is, on the top of the caps. First pitch, and that's taken outside for ball one. First pitch gets started at 1:35 p.m. Eastern Time. And the 1-0 pitch, that's popped up. Hit out over towards shallow left field. And there to make the catch is Colton Cowser for 1 out. Didn't even have to move. Orioles are in their white and orange uniforms. They have the Orioles across the front part of the jersey with the orange numbers on the front as well over towards the left side. Then they have the blue logo on the black cap. Looks pretty cool. The pitch, swing and a miss to Nick Castellanos. Corbin Burns decided to go with a cutter there. Castellanos hit in 208. Has 9 homers, 29 RBI. He was hitless in yesterday's ball game. The pitch just taken down low for a ball. Burns from Bakersfield, California. He's 29, 6'3", 245. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch, that's going to be grounded over towards third base. Played on a hop, and the throw across the diamond is in time by Ramon Urias. So 2 up, 2 down. Behind the plate, it's Adley Rushman. On the mound, it's Corbin Burns. And from first to third, you got Mountcastle, Westberg. And then over at shortstop, of course, it's Gunnar Henderson. Urias over at third base. As Bryce Harper steps into the box. Batting on the left side. And Burns just gets set above the belt and the pitch. And that's fouled away towards the third base side. From left to right, it's Cowser, Mullins, and Santander. Bryce lifetime against Corbin Burns is 0 for 8 with 5 strikeouts. He's looking to get his first hit off of him in this at-bat. The pitch, wide for a ball. What are your final score predictions? Make sure you guys comment down below. Hey, JJ, love your show. Great job. Let's win today. Yolanda, love you. Yolanda, what's up? 1 ball, 1 strike to Bryce Harper. 2 outs, nobody on in the top of the first, and we're scoreless. And the 1-1 is another curveball that's outside. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button as well as you just come on in. 2 balls, 1 strike to Bryce Harper. And the pitch to Harper, and he rips this one over towards right field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. So he got it just off the end of the bat, and it dropped right in front of the right fielder Santander. And Harper gets a 2-out single. And now Bohm is coming up to bat. 4-3 Phillies is Miz's final score prediction. I'm going to go with 6-5 Phillies. 6-5 Phillies. Here's Alec Bohm, who's been getting red hot lately. And he takes a pitch low and away for a ball. Bohm's average now at .295. Has 6 homers and 55 runs batted in, which is atop of the National League. 1 ball, no strikes. Burns kicks, fires, and it's upstairs for ball 2. Crew chief for this afternoon. Behind the plate, it's Mike Estabrook. Trip Gibson's over at first. Charlie Ramos over at second. And Las Diaz over at third base. Happy Father's Day to each and every one of you. To those of you that are fathers out there. The 2-0 pitch, and that's outside for ball 3. And Harper's going to swipe second without a throw. Bryce Harper able to get into scoring position. Good job by Bryce. That's stolen base number 4 on the season. So he's 4 for 4 in stolen base attempts. And he got a pretty good jump there, and it caught Adley Rutschman off guard. 3 balls, no strikes to Bohm. And Harper was leading off the bat. The throw is past the second baseman. Harper's going to go over to third. It goes into center field. And Bryce Harper gets standing over at third base. That was not a good play. There was some miscommunication by Corbin Burns and the second baseman, Westberg, as well. And Harper's over at third. 3 balls, no strikes. Harper was way off the bag. Burns tried to pick him off. And as soon as Harper slid, I mean, the throw was nowhere near where Westberg was. It was just a bad throw. And Westberg sort of jumped and got out of the way, and Harper went over to third. 3 balls, no strikes. And the next pitch to Bohm downstairs, and a 4-pitch walk issued by Burns. And the Phillies already have something cooking early on. And now it's Bryson Stott's turn to come on up to bat. Charge! Two outs, 2 runners on base. And Stott comes in to bat in the pitch, and that's taken for a strike at the knees. It was a curveball there. Is the chat still working? Let me know if the chat's still working. Okay, good. I see it. No balls, 1 strike. The 15th pitch of the inning by Burns. And that is on the outside edge of the plate for strike 2. Stott hitting .239. Ended up going 1 for 3 in yesterday's game. Harper at third, Bohm at first. There's 2 outs in the top of the first. And the pitch, wide and high. And Bohm swipes second base without a throw, and that's going to put him in scoring position. Phillies doing a good job on the small ball. And Bohm gets a stolen base. Time called by Stott really quickly. That's stolen base number 3 on the season by Alec Bohm. Phillies looking to jump out in front. Here's a golden opportunity. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on, and the pitch to Stott. Ground ball hit over towards second base. Backhanded by Westberg, and the throw over to first is in time to end the inning. No runs, 2 men left in scoring position, and we head to the bottom of the first at Camden Yards. Orioles coming up to bat. That was the golden opportunity. That was the golden opportunity right there. Yep. All right, head to the bottom of the first. Gunnar Henderson will be leading things off for the Baltimore Orioles. We'll get into their lineup right now. It'll be Henderson, Rutschman, Mountcastle, O'Hearn, Santander, Westberg, Mullins, Cowser, and then Urias. Gunnar Henderson, Adley Rutschman, Ryan Mountcastle, Ryan O'Hearn, Anthony Santander, Jake Westberg, Jordan Westberg, Cedric Mullins, Colton Cowser, and Ramon Urias. That is the lineup. Ricky Bo. Ricky Bo shout out to Ricky Bo, man. He did a really great job hosting the, he did a really awesome job hosting the pregame show today. You know, he's usually in the analyst chair. He did the pregame show today, and I tweeted out at him, and I said, awesome job with hosting the pregame show, Ricky. And he liked it. It was nice. It's cool. We should tell him to come follow us. No, I'm kidding. I'm sure that he'll check it out. What's going on? How about this? Bryson Stott's average over the last 24 games, according to Jeff Kerr, who does a really good job of covering the Phillies, he's hitting 171. That's how much he's been really struggling. Love Ricky Bo, says Larry. Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a great guy. Does awesome work with 97.5 The Fanatic. JJ, what's good, man? What's up, Rising Rhino? You know what to do. Drop that link down below, my guy. All right, so Zach Wheeler on the hill for Philadelphia. And he'll pitch the bottom of the first. The leg kick and the pitch, and that's off the plate. It was a fastball at 95 for ball one. Taken outside to Gunnar Henderson. Gunnar has 21 homers, 48 runs batted in, and a 275 average. The next pitch, that also misses outside in the same spot. Wheeler, in 14 starts, has gone 87 2/3. Has 95 strikeouts, only has allowed 27 walks. And the next pitch, and that's in there for a called strike to make it a 2-1 count. The pitch, sliced foul towards the right side. Catching for Philadelphia is Garrett Stubbs. Harper's at first. Stotts at second, Bohm's at third, and Sosa is at short. Dahl plays out in left field, Marsh is in center today, and Castellanos out in right field. 2-2 on the way. It was on the inside corner, just at the chest letters, and it's called a ball. Mike Estabrook, the home plate umpire, called that one a ball, and it was clearly a strike. 3-2 pitch. And there's a check swing ground ball that's foul towards third base. Phillies won the first game of the series by a score of 5-3 in extras. And then they lost yesterday 6-2. 3-2 pitch. Sky die towards left field, and it hooks foul and it'll find the seats. Another sold-out crowd at Camden Yards. 7 pitches in this at-bat. 3 of them have been fouled off by Gunnar. Power on power. 3-2 pitch. And another foul ball hit over towards the left side. And nobody's going to be there to make the catch. It went into la-la land. And bounced just on the track. Adley Rutschman waits in the on-deck circle. The switch-hitting catcher will be batting on the left side versus the righty, Zach Wheeler. The 9th pitch of the at-bat. And another payoff pitch. Here it is. And there's a fly ball hit out over towards straightaway center field. Marsh looks back. Does he have enough room? He does not, and it's gone. Gunnar Henderson with another leadoff home run. It's his 22nd homer of the season, and Baltimore able to get on the board early. 419 feet for Gunnar, and the Orioles lead at 1-0. I know that Zach should have had the strikeout, but let me tell you that Gunnar Henderson is a star in the making. If he keeps this up, he's going to have a phenomenal career. The pitch to Adley Rutschman. And it's in there for a strike. That was his 22nd homer. He's second amongst all major leaguers in home runs. The ball is 1 strike. The next pitch by Zach is way inside for a ball. Adley hitting .290, slugging .467, has driven in 52 runs as well. The pitch on the way. That's lifted out over towards left field. David Dahl looks over his left shoulder, backs up, and he makes the catch just shy of the track. And a fly out to left will get the first out of the inning. And that'll bring up Ryan Mountcastle. The pitch by Wheeler. That's slapped foul towards the right side. Zach against the American League this season has gone 26 1/3. That was the 5th earned run that he's allowed. and the third homer that he's given up against an American League opponent this season. The pitch. That's inside for a ball. The 1-1. That's fouled away. He needs 4 more strikeouts to get to 1,500. One ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch way up high for ball 2. Before today, over Wheeler's last 5 starts, he's gone 27 innings. And in each of those innings, he's lasted 6 or more. As the 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And Wheeler now 3 strikeouts away from 1,500. As he gets Ryan Mountcastle to go after a fastball. And Mountcastle was late. Up to bat now is the other Ryan, and that's Ryan O'Hearn. 2 outs in the bottom of the first. 1-0 Baltimore. And the next pitch is in there for strike 1. It was the first pitch in the at-bat to O'Hearn. It was a .285 average, 9 homers, and 24 RBI. The pitch from Wheeler inside for ball 1. And during those 34 innings, it's been 34 innings, he has had a total of 30 strikeouts, and that just allowed 4 earned runs on 17 hits. The 1-1, check swing, did he go? And Las Diaz says no over at third base. Base is empty, 2 outs in the bottom of the first. Wheeler winds up, kicks, fires, and it's inside for ball 2. Anthony Santander is on deck. The 2-2 delivery. Bouncing ball. Hit over towards the second base side. Played on 2 bounces by Stott. The throw over to first and then dropped by Harper. Man. Stott had to sort of throw it on the run. It was hit in a weird spot. It took about 2 bounces. It was more of a slow bouncer. And Stott had time to throw it. He threw a really good... He had a really good throw over to first, and Harper just could not catch it. He dropped it, and that's going to be recorded as an E3. Let's see again. Yep, just could not make the catch there. And he says, my bad. Wasn't a bad play. The pitch. That's inside at 97 to Anthony Santander, who's been a Phillies killer in this series. 4 for 7 with 3 homers, 5 RBI. He also threw out a runner at the plate in extra innings. It was a beautiful strike. 1-0 inside for ball 2. He had 2 homers yesterday. In the 4th inning, it went 107 miles per hour off the bat, out to right center. And then in the 8th inning, it was about the same speed off the bat, and it went out to right field. 2-0. That's popped up and fouled behind the plate. In the month of June, he's had 8 homers and 13 RBI along with a .298 average. 2-1 pitch. And that's fouled away. .25 total pitches in the first inning for Zach Wheeler. Santander is 6'2", 230 pounds. 29 years old, the 2-2 pitch in the air, hit out over towards deep center field. It'll stay in the yard, thank goodness. And Marsh is there to make the catch. And the side is retired. However, Gunnar Henderson, with his 7th leadoff home run of the season, able to give the Orioles a 1-0 lead. And we head to the top of the second. Phillies down 1-0. All right, comment your final score predictions down below, everybody. Hopefully you're all doing well. My name is Jason Joseph. If you are new to the channel, we go by JJ on here. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game. And we love to interact with you guys here on the chat. And we like the fact that we've created such an awesome community. And we want you to feel free to join that awesome community as well. If you guys would like to donate to the channel, you're more than welcome to do so. You can donate via Super Chat, which is the $sign that's right next to the live chat text box. And you can either give a Super Chat or Super Thanks. Any sort of donation, of course, is much appreciated. You definitely don't have to do that, but if you would like to do so, it is much appreciated. Mulberry Miles, what's going on? 6-2 Phillies W is your final score prediction. Mike Green says 15-4 Orioles. I think he's being sarcastic. 6-3 Phillies, says Chris LeClaire. 4-2 Phil, says Humbug. Mike, what's your actual final score prediction? Can I get cash back? We're not Capital One. Up to bat will be Sosa, Marsh, and Dahl. Phillies have scored 7 total runs in this series. And they haven't scored a run since Edmundo Sosa hit a solo homer back in the second inning of yesterday's game. 199 Phillies. The pitch to Sosa, and it's fouled away. It was a fastball right down the middle. So Burns is ahead so far against Zach Wheeler. He had 17 pitches in the first inning. Wheeler had 25. The ball is 1 strike. And the pitch low for ball 1. Phillies are 47-23. They've played in 70 games, if you can believe that. This is their 71st game that they're playing in. The pitch downstairs. There's Rob Thompson over in the Phillies dugout rocking the sunglasses and the Phillies bell long sleeve shirt with a white bell snatched on the front part of the chest. The pitch fouled away. The count is 2-2. Sosa in 125 at-bats has provided 35 hits as he chops the next one foul. He has 4 triples, which leads the team. 15 total extra base hits and 19 RBI. 2-2 pitch, swung on, pulled over towards the third base side, and it goes into left field for a base hit. And Sosa able to continue to swing a red-hot bat as he's over at first base. It got past the diving stop of Gunnar Henderson, and a leadoff single to start off the top of the second inning by Sosa. Nice job by Sosa to just pull it over towards the left side. Henderson almost got over to it, but it just got underneath his glove. What's up, Jason? How you doing, man? Sosa leads off over at first base, and here's Brandon Marsh, who made his return to the lineup yesterday afternoon. First pitch, he went golfing and swung on and missed at the low cutter. Marsh has had 165 at-bats, and this is his 54th game that he's playing in. The ball is 1 strike to Marsh. Burns, kicks, delivers, and throws a curveball just on the outside corner at the knees for strike 2. The ball's 2 strikes. Brandon Marsh, 26 years old, from Buford, Georgia. Toss back to first, and Sosa gets back in there safely without a tag. Marsh went 0 for 3 yesterday, but he did get on with a walk. A ball's 2 strikes. Burns gets set above the belt and delivers from the stretch. And the pitch is chopped foul over towards the right side. Todd Zalecki just tweeted out, quote, Trey Turner is expected to be activated from the IL before tomorrow night's game against the Padres. The ball's 2 strikes. A runner over at first. Phillies down 1-0. We're in the top of the second. Burns on the bump for Baltimore. And the 0-2, and there's a screamer that's launched foul over towards the third base area. I agree with Larry and Keane. Are you being serious, Larry? Do you actually think that Rojas should be sent down? The ball is 2 strikes. And the next pitch, swing and a miss. What a wicked curveball that was by Corbin Burns. Very deceiving. He was a magician there. And Brandon Marsh strikes out. Still looking for his first hit since he was activated off the injured list. Man, that curveball had so much movement. 12-6. You think it's going to land up over the middle of the plate and it just dies down. Throw back to first, and Sosa is safe. It's David Dahl. He's sort of cooled off ever since he got called up for Brandon Marsh. The guy that got called down, or sent back down, was Wes Wilson when Marsh was activated yesterday. The pitch, it's in there for a strike. Adley with a throw over the second base. Did Sosa get in there? He did. Gunnar says check it, but, well, Sosa certainly did get in there. Was able to get his left hand. He was diving. Got his left hand on the bag. Adley tried to swipe him on that left shoulder. And Orioles say, keep playing. That's the 3rd stolen base by the Phillies, and we're only in the 2nd inning. And give Sosa credit for getting a good jump. It wasn't a bad throw by Adley, just a better jump by Edmundo. The pitch, another curveball that's outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Brandon Marsh. $18 strikes on 30 total pitches by Burns. The 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Changeup was at 90, and it landed up at the kneecaps. One out in the top of the second. Sosa is in scoring position. And the 1-2 pitch, swung on, pulled over towards the first base side, gobbled by Mountcastle, plays it on the bounce, flips it back over to Burns, who covers the bag, and Dahl is out. However, Sosa does go over to third. 2 outs in the top of the second. And Sosa read that one pretty well. Was pulled pretty sharply over towards that first base side, just played on a bounce and a good defensive alignment by Mountcastle. Garrett Stubbs up to bat. Shows bunt at the first pitch. He pops it up over towards the first base side, and thank goodness it goes into the seats. When he popped that up a mile high. Edmundo is over at third base. This guy's 3rd stolen base of the season. Stubbs is average at 188. Getting more playing time for JT Realmuto. He's going to be out for the foreseeable future. The 0-1 pitch, and that's popped up. Hit out over towards shallow center field. Mullins says he has it. He comes jogging in, and he makes the catch. And the inning is over. No runs, 1 man left. Phillies are 0 for 3, or 0 for 4, I should say, with runners in scoring position. And we head to the bottom of the second. Orioles lead it 1-0. Yeah, 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position. Or is it 0 for 3? It's 0 for 3. Why am I messing this up? 0 for 3 with runners in scoring position. 3 runners in scoring position, left on base in 2 innings. We're doing it again. I think I was confused because I forgot that Harper and Bohm. I thought that Harper stole second, and then Bohm got a hit. But he did not because he walked. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button too. Tell your friends, man. We got 160 people tuning in on here. I'm not sure if you guys if you guys are active on here. I know that we tend to get all different types of people for sure, from all different places and all different backgrounds, and people are living their lives and doing their things. But if you are tuning in, it would really, really help out if you just spread the word. If you told other people about this channel, if you know other, not even just Philly fans, if you just know like baseball, basketball, or football fans who just love sports and love listening to good quality play-by-play. On YouTube, there's not really too many of us that do that. So spread the word and tell everybody else that you know who would be interested. And let them know that that's what we do, man. I don't know why I'm sort of stumbling today. I don't really care if you cry. I saw what you were doing there. You were going a little Uzi on me. 3 men left on base. Yep, you need that timely hit for sure. Lots of people wearing the sunglasses. Got some blue shirts, red shirts, powder blue, white, orange, and black. We were back out there for a second inning of work. The pitch, line drive, hit out over to left field for a base hit, and Westberg gets aboard. His average has now gone up. No one likes baseball as much as I do. Do you do the Eagles as well? Oh yeah, I just said that. You must have missed that. Phillies, Eagles, and Sixers. Didn't I just say that? Did I? Now I'm starting to kind of question myself. You probably didn't hear it, but I'm kind of asking myself if I did that. The pitch, and that's inside for a ball to Cedric Mullins. Sometimes when I'm on here, because I get so distracted with looking at the TV, keeping score, making sure that everything's working right, and looking at the camera, it's a lot. It really is. The 1-0 pitch, ground ball, hit over towards the first base side, and it is a foul ball. Harper tried to tag the bag, but it was ruled a foul ball by Tripp Gibson. But my point is, just to wrap that up, is that sometimes because I'm doing so much, I tend to forget what I say a lot of the time, which is not good. Maybe not a lot of the time, but definitely most of the time. The pitch, fouled away towards the right side. The man's here. What's up, the man? How you doing, bro? What is good? What's up, man? Thanks so much for stopping by. Appreciate it. 31 total pitches. 20 have been strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Cedric Mullins. And the next pitch, swing and a miss. And Zach Wheeler needs 2 more strikeouts to get to 1,500 career Ks. So Westberg got on with a single. Mullins strikes out. And Colton Cowser is up next. The kids say hi. What's up, kids? What's going on? Shout out to you guys. The pitch, it's up high, and Stubbs trying to check the runner over at first, and Westberg doesn't even move. It was way off the bag, but he ended up retreating to the bag, I should say. Off the screen. 1 ball, no strikes. Wheeler gets the signs from Stubbs and delivers from the stretch, and that's fouled off. Wheeler's tied for 6th in wins. He's 7th in ERA. 2nd in OPP average. That's opponent average. And 4th in whip. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the next pitch swung on. Hit out over towards deep center field. Marsh looks up, and that baby's gone. Colton Cowser went golfing and fished that one out to deep center field and gets his 9th homer of the season. Took it about 443 feet. And the Orioles strike again. You wanted a score update? There you go. Cowser took that thing for a ride. It was a hanging cutter. It was at 90 miles per hour. Cowser timed it perfectly, barreled it up. Goodbye. The pitch in there for a strike. Ramon Urias is up to bat. The ball is 1 strike. And the next pitch is on the outside corner for strike 2. What's up, Butterfly? Butterfly's on here. What's up, Butterfly? Love Butterfly. What's good? The ball is 2 strikes. 1 out in the bottom of the 2nd, and the 0-2 is swung on, grounded over towards shortstop. Sosa gets to it, throws it over to first on the run, and out number 2 is made. Had to play it on 2 hops. Sosa had the glove down low and just made a sidearm throw over to first. Rick, what's going on, Rick? How you doing, man? Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate it, dude. JJ growing his channel. Congrats, dude. Appreciate it, man. It's not just me. You know what I'm saying? Like it's all the people that are a part of the community. So thank them. I mean that. First pitch is inside for a ball. We're putting in the work, but it's the people that keep coming back. The pitch, swing and a miss. What a curveball thrown by Wheeler. Henderson got fooled. Phillies have the blue Phillies logos snatched on the front part of the red baseball caps. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch to Gunnar. Inside for ball 2 at 95 miles per hour. The 2-1 wide was a curveball. So 3 balls, 1 strike to Gunnar Henderson. Playing over at shortstop. Last season, Gunnar had 28 homers and 82 RBI and 560 at-bats. He already has 22 homers and 49 RBI and 270 at-bats. 3-2 pitch, fouled away. Just has a nice career ahead of him. From Montgomery, Alabama, he's 6'3", 220 pounds, bats on the left side of the plate. And time is called by Gunnar as he wants to regather himself and reset in the box. He's wearing light blue gloves with some white on it as well. 3-2 pitch, swung on and missed for strike 3. Zach Wheeler does get 2 strikeouts, needs 1 more strikeout to get to 1,500 career Ks. However, he does allow a 2-run homer to Colton Cowser. And the Orioles lead it 3-0 as we head to the top of the 3rd at Camden Yards. Surprised he went after that low pitch. Let's do this. Rats, Wheeler on 1,500 Ks. Just so that I have this up and ready to post when it does happen. All right. As we go to the top of the third, guys, I wanna say, first of all, happy Father's Day to all the fathers that are out there. This is a special day to all the dads. Hope you all have a very nice Father's Day. Yeah. My question that I have to ask you is, what was your favorite Father's Day thing that you've done? What was something memorable that you will always remember on Father's Day that you did or that you saw? That's what I want to know. All right, happy Father's Day, everybody. Thanks, man. My second one coming November 15th. What's up, Robert? What's up, Bob? What's going on? Favorite thing that you've ever done on Father's Day? Pigs might fly before Casti is benched. Here comes the biggest Castellanos hater out there. What's up, Jackie? What's up? What's going on? Kyle Schwarber in the first pitch was a check swing foul ball. Thank goodness. It's a curveball at 79. The Schwarbinator knows that it's June. The pitch. And that's on the outside corner for strike two. I asked for a divorce, no kidding. Really? That's the best thing that you've done on Father's Day? Wow. The ball's 2 strikes. On the top of the third, it's 3-0 Baltimore. Corbin Burns on the bump. Schwarber's average at 247, 14 homers and 43 RBI. And the pitch is low and in for a ball. What's the best thing that you've done on Father's Day? It's not even just a father's question. It could be a question for a mother or for a daughter or anybody else, for who has a father. 1-2 pitch. Check swing. He went around on a breaking ball that was in the dirt, and Corbin Burns gets his second strikeout recorded on the afternoon to get the first out of the inning. Did you get what you asked for, Bob? That's a good question. I might be the biggest hater, but I am sure not the only one. I can tell you that, Jackie says. It's not right. It's not wrong. 1 out, top of the third. And speaking of Castellanos, the man of the hour is due up. Great timing. The pitch taken inside for a ball. Castellanos is average at 207. He's looking for home run number 10. It's 27 RBI, and the 1-0 swing and a miss. He took a big cut there, and it was outside. One ball, 1 strike. 1 out in the top of the third inning. Castellanos in the box. And the pitch fouled off. What's up, Sam? Sam says, I took my dad to the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton. He got to meet Barry Sanders, who was just chilling with his family. That's cool. 1-2 to Castellanos, and he dribbles that one foul towards the third base area. That's cool, man. How was it in Canton? One ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Check swing, did he go? And the first base umpire says, yes, he did. 3 strikeouts now for Burns. Back-to-back strikeouts. That was a breaking ball that was down and away. And he most certainly did go. They're comparing Wheeler and Burns in the 2021 Cy Young race. Wheeler came in second, and Burns came in first. Burns had 151 votes, and Wheeler had 141. Never met my dad. He went to get milk and cigarettes and never came back. Oh, that's terrible, dude. That's awful. The ball is 1 strike to Harper. The pitch, check swing. Did he go? And the third base umpire says no. The ex and I are in a relationship now. We are happier together, divorced and free. Huh. Wow. Nice. The 1-1. And that misses outside for ball 2. Phil's win would be a nice Father's Day present, says Larry. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch to Harper. And that's popped up. Hit out over towards shallow right field. Santander comes jogging in towards the first base side, and he'll make the catch. And another 1-2-3 inning by Corbin Burns. And we head to the bottom of the third. Phillies trail 3-0 on Father's Day. It was nice. That was before the Eagles won the Super Bowl. Oh, that's so cool. So it was back in 2018? Cool. Very nice. What else? Do we have any more father stories? Larry said, I never met my dad. He was too busy fighting Lex Luthor. Huh. He was too busy fighting Lex Luthor. I get it now. But it's not even just like, you don't even like have to talk about your actual dads, but if you are dads too, like what was something nice that you got to do with your family? Like just on Father's Day. It doesn't even have to be about your dad. You know? It could be about you. And again, this can also I want to include everybody in this. JJ wants some happier Father's Day stories. I mean, just because it's not a happy Father's Day story doesn't mean that it's not good. You know what I mean? Like, I want you to share stories. This is a community. You know? Even if something's sad, you know what? Came from you. Just keep it apropos, you know? But it doesn't matter. We'll keep reading some more stories as we keep going. We're in the bottom of the third. Phillies are back on. Orioles are on top, though. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button and hit the subscribe button as well. There was a comment I wanted to read before the dudes. And we'll get to that in just a few seconds. Wheeler on the bump. He has to face Rushman, Mountcastle, and O'Hearn. And the first pitch to Rushman, and he hits this one out over towards deep center field. Marsh looks up, and that baby is gone. The third home run allowed today by Zach Wheeler. And it was on a pitch that was right down the middle, and Rushman teed off and sent it out to dead center. Man, oh man, he has a lot of power in that bat, too. Orioles are going off. They've scored in every inning on a home run. And Ryan Mountcastle will come on up next. So far, this is Wheeler's worst outing of the season. He came in with his ERA was at 2.16. Now it's at a 2.51. The pitch. Swung on, broken back ground ball towards the first base side. Harper gobbles it up. Has to run over towards his left to tag the bag, and he does. And there's one out in the bottom of the third. That thing broke into a lot of pieces. And O'Hearn is up next. The last time that Zach Wheeler allowed 3 homers. Last time he actually allowed 2 homers, it was last year. Trying to figure out specifically when it was. It was on September 12th. That was against the Braves. He allowed 6 earned runs, and 3 of them were homers. The first pitch in there for strike 1. The ball is 1 strike. Wheeler gets set at the letters, kicks, delivers, and it's downstairs. Chromatics. I'm watching baseball with my dad right now. This is going to have to be good enough for him, or else I'm sending him to the blood dimension. Got you. Oh, boy. Why would you do that to your dad? You can't do that to your dad. Pitch, and that's taken for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. 4 earned runs allowed by Zach Wheeler. And the 2-1 delivery, swing and a miss. Seems like the Phillies have been flat since JT went out. I mean, they're still winning some games. They still are. Dude, let me get to your comment. I'll always remember taking my father to a Champions League game to watch our team against AC Milan. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock. 1 out in the bottom of the 3rd. And the next pitch way inside for ball 3. He was dealing with cancer, so it was one of the last things we managed to do together. Oh, that's heartwarming that you got to do that. 3-2 pitch downstairs for ball 4, and Wheeler allows a walk. First walk he's allowed today. Just does not have his stuff. He's been leaving a lot of fastballs out over the middle of the plate. He's not getting the grip that he wants. And balls are just missing his spots. Jamie says, waking up today with my kids, making me breakfast and gift cards they drew was really special. And that's cool as well. I like that. We'll keep reading these. I know I'm behind on the chat, but we'll catch up. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out in the bottom of the 3rd. We got a runner over at first, and the next pitch is swung on and fouled. Larry says, my daughter and I are watching together right now for Father's Day. Say hi to Sarah. Hi, Sarah. Hello. Hi, Sarah. How you doing? You have a great dad. You really do. He's a good person. 1-1. That's popped up. Hit out over towards shallow center field. Stott backs up. And he's there to make the catch on the grass for out number 2. That was Anthony Santander that was up to bat. And Jordan Westberg is the next victim. Goldfish breakfast bars and water. Love it, no dishes. That's awesome. I like that. What's up, Donnie? 2 outs, bottom of the 3rd. A runner at first and the pitch. Swung on, grounded over to 3rd. Backhanded by Bohm. The flip over to 1st. Bang, bang, play by Bohm. And we head to the top of the 4th. The Orioles get 1 run on a solo jack by Rushman. Good play, though, by Bohm to end the inning. And we played 3 and head to the top of the 4th. Donnie says, the wife and kids are taking me to the movies tonight. What movie are you going to see? Finally got some time. And great, it's on Father's Day because we all deserve it. And thank my wife for making me a father. I'm into that. For sure. For sure. You do. You have a great dad. For sure. I'm boycotting this team until they sit Casty or take him out of the 2-hole. No disrespect to you great people on here. You're boycotting this team who is 3rd best in all of baseball. That is... wow. Wow. Got nothing else to say. Where? Where was your daughter? I don't know. I don't know what you mean that was my daughter. Who was your daughter? Donnie? No. Now I'm confused. She's a jerk like me. I could be more proud. Now I'm confused. Tyler says, My kid is being kept a prisoner for me. So unfortunately, I'm one of those people in the world that don't see a single holiday. But the good news is that you get to you do get to be on here, man, with other people that do love and care about you. You know? And that's the truth. Hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button, guys. Join the play-by-play with JJ family. No balls, one strike, and the next pitch, swing and a miss. I'm so sorry about that, though. We should, might as well, say Father's Day to the Orioles. That's to anybody. The ball's 2 strikes, and the pitch to Bohm. And that's lined out to right field, and it's going to drop in for a hit. And Bohm gets on with a single to start off the top of the 4th. That's his second leadoff single today. Scratch that. That's his first leadoff single today. He had a couple yesterday, I meant to say. And now it's Bryson Stotter's due up. All right, one more story, and then I got to get back to the action. I live here in Dallas, and my wonderful kids got me tickets to the Cowboys games this season. I'm blessed with good children. Nice. Pitch to Stott, and that's taken right down Broadway for a strike. Of course, we have a lot of people on here that are from Philly and are not fans of Dallas. But that is really cool. You know, that's a very nice gift. Throw back over to first, and Bohm is back in there safely. All right, what else do we got? JJ don't know what to say. Don't know what to say about what? Larry? The ball is 1 strike in the pitch, and that's grounded over to shortstop. Going to be a tough play for Gunnar. He backhands it, throws across the diamond, and he does get Stott out. Can't get the lead runner out. And there's 1 out in the top of the 4th. What didn't I know what to say about? We need 10 Bohms in the team, and of course a Sasquatch. Yep. Sosa up to bat. We got a runner at second, and the pitch is in there for a strike. If you have any more cool Father's Day stories, keep them coming. The ball is 1 strike. Mundo Sosa is batting, and the 0-1 low and in. One ball, 1 strike. Burns gets set at the belt and delivers from the stretch, and it's fouled away. Sosa, in the month of June, has 8 hits in 37 at-bats. He's recorded a hit in almost every game except for 2. One ball, 2 strikes. And the next one is slapped foul towards the right side on a cutter. And they said that was at 97. Was that really a cutter? Was that just a 4-seam fastball? It was a cutter. A cutter at 97? Whew. Wow. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and Sosa got fooled. And it was on a curveball at 84. It was down and away. And there's 2 outs. That was a cutter. This pitch, though, was a curveball. Two outs in the top of the 4th. And Brandon Marsh comes up. Phillies have another runner in scoring position. Can they get him home? And the pitch is taken for ball 1. Last night, the Phillies overall with had 6 men left on base, and they were 0 for 5 with runners in scoring position. And the 1-0 pitch, and that was outside, but it's a called strike by Mike Estabrook. Can't believe it. Cable 54 guy, diehard Eagles, Flyers, and Sixers fan, so no ill will towards the Phillies at all. Nice. 1-1, high bouncer, hit over towards the third base side, and the throw across the diamond is just in time to get Brandon Marsh. It took an unlucky bounce. I thought maybe it was going to get over the head of Ramon Urias, but it did not. And the Phillies continued to struggle with runners in scoring position, and we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. 4-0 Baltimore. You're watching the game too. Nice. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button, guys. We got 162 people that are tuning in. I really appreciate you all so much for being here. If you want to get back to the channel, hit the super chat button. It's in the live. It's right next to the live chat. You know, you can find it over there. It's a $sign. More than welcome to donate. You can also hit the thumbs up button and hit the subscribe button as well. Yes. Over under with Phillies left on base is 23, says Larry. Nice. Very nice. Yeah. Thanks, brother. Thanks, Butterfly. Much appreciated. Let's take a sip of water. I love all Philly sports. I'm not an NBA fan, says Robert. I love NCAA basketball, just not the NBA. Why don't you like the NBA? Just out of curiosity. Do you just not like the... Are you not a fan of the superstar talent or like the way that it's constructed? Is it the playoff format? Like what don't you like about the NBA? Just out of curiosity. The refs. I'm just curious. Thanks, everyone, for being here. Deeply appreciated. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Beautiful day out in Baltimore. Wheeler gets set and delivers, and the pitch is taken for a strike. We have under 42 people watching. How many likes do we have, mods? How many likes do we have? Let's get to 150. The ball is 1 strike. And the next pitch is a 4-seamer that swung on and missed to make it a 0-2 count. 140 people on here. Please like the video. Nice. Hit the thumbs up button, man. Eric, I'm going to make you a mod too, bro. The ball is 2 strikes. And the splitter is taken in the dirt. Make you a mod too. Done an awesome job on here, my guy. One ball, 2 strikes. And the next pitch. There's a fly ball hit out over towards left center field. Dahl is in the alleyway. And he does make the catch to get the first out of the inning. That was Cedric Mullins that flied out. Robert says, it just lacks spirit to me. All about the money. Okay. Interesting. Usually, like when I talk to people and they say that they don't really like the NBA, it's usually just about like the superstars and the egos and the way that it's constructed with the refereeing. I never really thought about it from a financial standpoint, but that does make sense, I guess, why some wouldn't like it from that angle. Colton Cowser just came up to bat and got hit by a pitch on the elbow. Also caught him just on the front part of the jersey before it even hit him on the elbow. And we have a runner over at first. Cowser homered his last time up. And up to bat is Urias, who lines the first pitch out over to right field for a hit. And stopping at second base is Cowser. And we have 2 runners on with 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. We were already at 62 pitches. And you would think that everybody probably is going to be available out of the bullpen today because Rob didn't go to Jeff Hoffman or his top pitchers last night. Comes Gunnar Henderson, who had a solo home run in the first inning. He was 1 for 2 so far today, batting .277, left-handed hitter. And the pitch in there for a strike. Orioles are 46-24. They're 2.5 games behind the Yankees, who have 50 wins. The ball is 1 strike. Wheeler gets set the letters and the next one, and that ball is going to be caught over at shortstop. The flip back over the second, not in time by Bryson Stott. Mullins did a good job at just getting back to the bag. And Adley Rushman is coming up to bat. Who is not showing up today, says Talon. So far. But that can change. Adley's 1 for 2 with a solo home run. The pitch, and that's in there for a strike. Nothing in 1 is the count. The pitch, fouled away. Adley has never faced Zach Wheeler before. This is his first time that he's facing him. The ball's 2 strikes. The next pitch, and that's a breaking ball that's in the dirt. Adley is hitting just .228 against right-handed pitching. And 184 at-bats, 7 homers, and 25 RBI coming into today. Just had his 8th homer against a right-handed pitcher. But versus lefties, he's hitting .420 with 6 homers and 27 RBI and 88 at-bats. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And Zach Wheeler, congratulations. He now has 1,500 career strikeouts, and he gets out of the inning as we head to the top of the 5th. 4-0 Baltimore, but Wheeler reaching another milestone. Nice. Good job, Isaac. I know that he hasn't had the best stuff today, but I'm happy that he got to 1,500. I just did. I had it rolled up. I had it all ready to go. I did. Who ruined the NBA? Adam Silver? I disagree with that, actually. I think that he's done some really good things for the NBA. I really do. I think Adam has done some nice things for the NBA. The NBA now is more globalized than it has ever been. And you have a lot more talent that are coming from overseas, that are playing in the league. Injuries overall have gone down. The one thing that I wish, if I'm being a little bit nitpicky, the one thing that I do wish that they could do is get the ref stuff situated a little bit more, and be able to determine what is a foul and what is not a foul. That part I don't like. But I think overall, I actually think he's done a good job. I do. I don't really have anything wrong with him. Everyone is overpaid these days, NBA and NFL. MLB too. But are they really overpaid because the currency of money is different now? You know? Here comes David Dahl. Dahl's up to bat, takes the first pitch for a ball. Yeah, share your thoughts down below. 4-0 Baltimore. And the pitch is in there for strike one. It was on a curveball at the knees at 78 miles per hour. Rob Manfred, of course, the MLB commissioner. He's 65 years old. The 1-1, and that's fouled away. Came in for Bud Selig in January of 2015. It's from Rome, New York. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch is outside for a ball. The air did go against Nick yesterday. Thank you for following up on that. 414 games without an error streak was broken, even though it was Stubbs who missed the throw at second. Yeah, I remember that. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch on the outside corner for a called third strike, and Burns gets his 65th pitch in there, and that's his 5th strikeout of the day. Pitch, swing and a miss. Yeah, everybody talks about the rule changes that happened during COVID-19 for MLB baseball. The 0-1 to Stubbs, and that's slammed into center field for a base hit. So Stubbs gets aboard with a single at the center field. And it's with 1 out in the top of the 5th. What do we think about the unintentional intentional walk? Do you think that we should bring that back? I don't think it's going to come back. But what are your thoughts about that? I don't think analytically it's going to come back. I don't even think it should come back. But some people believe that it should because a pitcher could screw up. The pitch to Schwarber, swung on, hit out over to center field for a base hit. Santander gets over to it, backhands it. Stubbs hustling over to third. Here comes Schwarber over to second. The throw is not in time, and Schwarber gets in there standing with a double. With 1 out in the top of the 5th inning. He struck out in his last at-bat and just ripped the fastball right at the knees over towards right center field. He hit it perfectly, and Santander did a good job at hustling to be able to backhand that. If he didn't get there, that would have gone to the wall, and Stubbs probably would have scored. Comes Nick Castellanos. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe. Let's get to 2950. Castellanos up to bat with 2 runners on. The pitch to Nick, and that's fouled away. Nick is 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout. The ball's 1 strike. Burns on the bump, and the pitch inside for a ball. One ball, 1 strike with 1 out in the top of the 5th. Casty's 0 for 2 today. And the 1-1 inside. I saw the dude's reply on Twitter. Big pitch coming up by Burns. And the 2-1, and that's grounded over to shortstop. The run's going to come home. The throw over to first is in time. So, regardless, it is a productive out. And the Phillies will take that. They do get a run on the board, and it's 4-1 Baltimore. And that puts Schwarber over at third base. You know, sometimes when I play the bell on things like that, I wonder if I should even play it. But I think in that situation, anytime they score a run, we just got to play the bell. We just have to do that. Comes Bryce Harper with a runner over at third. He's due. The pitch outside for a ball. This is a good spot for him. I like the discussion we're having in the chat, guys. Keep it coming. Keep it coming, man. The 1-0 pitch. Low again for ball 2. Harper is 6 for his last 22. In this series, he's 1 for 8 versus the Orioles coming into today. The pitch to Harper. High and away for ball 3. And it's a 3-0 count now. Harper has had a lot of success overall against the Baltimore Orioles, offensively speaking. He has a .307 career batting average against them with 43 hits, including 6 homers and 16 RBI. The next one, low and away for ball 4. And Harper is over at first, and the tying run is coming up to bat. Charge. Here comes Alec Bohm. He's walked, singled, and stole a base. Charge. And Drew French is going to go out there to talk things over with Corbin Burns in this big spot here. Let's see if Bohm can come through. We have runners over at the corners. Looks like Estabrook is going to go break up the conversation. And he will. Alec has faced Burns 5 times coming into today. He was 0 for 5 with 2 strikeouts until the hit that he had to lead off the last inning. Pitch number 1, ball 1, a sinker at 97 miles per hour. Alec had a 2-run double to give the Phillies a 5-3 lead on Friday night. Throw back over to first, and not in time to get Bryce Harper. .77 pitches by Corbin Burns. And the Phillies are looking to at least cut the deficit in half. The pitch to Bohm. And there's a ground ball back up the middle for a base hit. Schwarber will score. Going over to third is Harper. And Alec Bohm able to come through with an RBI single. And the Phillies are back in business. How about that? Bohm is starting to come through once again. He just drove in his 56th run of the season, and he's still in the top 5 in RBI. Telling you, he's getting hot. He's been the best hitter in this series for the Phils. Here's Bryson Stott. The go-ahead runs up at the plate and the pitch, and that's a curveball taken at the knees for strike 1. Stott is hitless with 2 groundouts. The ball is 1 strike. Burns in a jam. The pitch to Stott, and he teased that one off but fouls it back. Gets a little piece of the pie, if you will. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. We got 197 people tuning in. Mod Squad, how many likes do we have? Did we get to 200 yet? The ball's 2 strikes to Bryson Stott. Burns gets set at the belt. Kicks, delivers. It's outside for a ball, but it's a called strike 3. Oh, my gosh. How? Estabrook called that a strike 3. It was definitely outside. The runner from first was going over to second. Bohm tried to swipe a bag. And, well, the inning is over. The Phillies do get 2 runs, though. And they're able to get an RBI ground out from Nick Castellanos and an RBI single by Alec Bohm. That is a big missed call there by Mike Estabrook. Y'all being stingy with them likes again. What do you mean stingy? I gotta promote my stuff, my guy. We had 120 people tuning in just like 5 minutes ago. Now we're at 200. That means that 80 people did not hear that. 80 people. I gotta do my job. Oh, not giving you likes. Okay, I got you, man. I got you. Mike is a friend of Scott Foster, no doubt. Yeah. All right, I'm going to take a very, very... No, I got you. I'm going to take a very, very quick step off, all right? I will be right back in just a few moments. I need to stretch, okay? I need to stretch. Bottom of the 5th inning, Ryan Mountcastle will lead things off, and he takes the first pitch for a ball. 0 for 2 with a strikeout and the ground out today. His average at 269. 11 home runs, 32 RBI. The next pitch, swing and a miss. Well, in case you are just tuning in, the Phillies were down 4-0. They got 2 runs back in the top of the 5th. Next pitch, and that's lined out over towards left center field, and it's going to drop in there for a single as Marsh backhanded it on 2 bounces. And Mountcastle gets on. Someone's got to fill Angel's shoes. I feel that, man. Huh. Good stuff. Ryan O'Hearn is 0 for 1. Got on with a walk his last time up. And an error over at first. Takes the first pitch low. Second pitch coming up by Zach Wheeler. As he gets set just at the letters. And he'll deliver from the stretch like he's been doing a lot today. And the pitch is way outside for ball 2. Have the Jets flying by. Out in Baltimore. That's really cool. Two-0 pitch, fouled away. Anybody ever flown a jet before? Anyone? 2 balls, 1 strike. Wheeler gets the signs and fires That's another ball that's upstairs for ball 3. Mets lead at 6-1 against the Padres as we take a look at the live scores. Astros have a 4-0 lead against the Tigers in the top of the 4th. Reds lead at 2-0 against the Brewers. And the next pitch is taken for ball 4. That's going to put runners over at first and second. So a single and a walk. We're in the bottom of the 5th, and there's nobody out. Nobody here has flown a jet. Nobody. I'm surprised. Max Q says I'm actually watching both. Nice. It's Fleet Week in Baltimore. I got to go on a Navy ship yesterday. Now that's cool. How was that? How was that? The pitch upstairs. And Wheeler can't find the strike zone. To Anthony Santander. His average down to 229. It was at 235 coming into today. Want to know is the count. Wheeler gets set the letters again. And the pitch swung on, grounded into right field for a base hit. Castellanos gets over to it. The throw is made over to home plate, and diving in there safely is Mountcastle on the RBI base hit delivered by Anthony Santander, and he just continues to crush the Phillies. It puts runners over at first and second. It's 5-2 Baltimore. I mean, he grounded that thing into the right spot. It got through the 4-3 hole. Nowhere near Stott or Harper. And Westberg is coming up. Still nobody out in the bottom of the 5th. And if you're Rob, you may want to get somebody warming up in the bullpen. Jordan Westberg, 1 for 2. $14 doubles on the season for Westberg. And pitch number 1 is inside. M says that it was fun. The inside was cramped. Huh. The 1-0 inside for ball 2. Just checking in as Max Q. What's up, Bob? What's going on, Bob? Adam says, I don't know what you mean. Ben, I quit a few in the past. But never flown one. You've been on a few in the past, but you've never flown one. Okay. I gotcha. Autocorrect, man. Sometimes, it's just so annoying. The 2-0 is in there for a strike. Two balls, one strike. Orioles back at second and now back to the plate in the next pitch, and that swung on, hit out over towards deep right field. Castellanos looks up, and it hits off the top of the fence. 2 runs at least are going to come on in to score. I think it is ruled as a home run. I couldn't tell what the signal was. They finally ruled it as a home run, and Calitre's going over to the headsets, and it's 8-2 Baltimore. It bounced off the top of the fence and landed out in right center field. And Westberg comes through, and that's the 4th home run allowed by Zach Wheeler. Calitre's still on the headphones, by the way. See this again. Just went 377 feet. I don't know. They may want to look at this. So it hit over the 373 sign. There's a little, I don't want to say like a bridge, but a little platform there. It's really small. It's like a wall cover in it. And if it hits the gray, I believe if it hits the gray, it's ruled as a home run. So the call was confirmed. And it is a home run indeed by Westberg. Punch, counter punch. 4 home runs allowed. That's a career high for Wheeler. 8 earned. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Well, if the Phillies want to get back into this game, they're going to have to do so and start the comeback soon. The 0-1 swing and a miss. That was a sweeper at 85 miles per hour. Cedric batting 186. 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout as well. And the 0-2 on the way, and that's up high for a ball. I was going to say, I don't know if I ever remembered a time where Zach Wheeler has allowed 4 home runs. One-two pitch. That's low and away for a ball. Two-two on the way. Popped up over towards the infield grass. Bohm loses the cap and says he has it. Then it makes the catch in fair territory over towards the third base line. One out in the bottom of the 5th. At least the Braves are losing, says Larry. I guess so. First pitch in this at-bat is swung on and fouled towards the left field corner, and that one will find the seats. Colton Cowser has gotten aboard twice today versus Zach Wheeler. Everybody except for Cedric Mullins has scored a run. It's wild. And Urias as well. I forgot to mention that. The pitch, and now it's a 1-1 count. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. You know, even though Wheeler has not had a good day today, clearly, I still don't think that this is a game where you just say that, oh, like you're concerned about Zach Wheeler. Because he's been so good. Just today has not been. 1-2 pitch. That's lined out over to right field for a base hit. And a 1-out single by Cowser. In the bottom of the 5th, and Spencer Turnbull's now warming up in the bullpen. I am starting to agree with what other people are saying about the Spencer Turnbull thing. Rob Thompson's going to go out there and he's going to pull the plug. He's had enough of Zach Wheeler. So, and rightfully so. But now I feel bad for Spencer Turnbull, because it does seem like every time that he's coming in, it's like always like when they're down by a lot. So, well, Wheeler just tossed his all-star with this outing. No, he didn't, Jackie. What? Oh man. Oh, Jackie. Jackie, you're always so negative on here. You are. It's okay to be positive for once. Every time something good happens for the Phillies, I never see a positive comment from you, man. You should do it. It's nice every once in a while. It just is. I know they're probably tired from London to Boston to Baltimore. Not an excuse. That's not an excuse. You gotta play. Larry says this isn't the time to be positive. No. But I'm just saying. I'm just saying though. 99 strikeouts, tied for 6th this season. And I still believe that Zach Wheeler is going to be an all-star. The team is not going to quit. They're just struggling. Yep. Exactly. If you are new to the channel, hit the thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe button as well. My name is Jason Joseph. This, of course, is Play by Play with JJ. We go on for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we try to keep you up to date with everything. After the game is done, I am going to go live with Orioles Birdwatcher, and we are going to do a post-series recap, and you're more than welcome to join us live. I kind of want to get back into doing some more live videos and even just post some videos here and there and just keep more content coming out about the Phillies, because I'm not just a play-by-play guy, right? I also do post-game shows too. So, yes. Zach Wheeler is going to be a wealthy all-star. Yeah. Here comes Spencer Turnbull. What's up, Mr. Sereski? How you doing? How are you? Well, Turnbull is on the bump. Has a 2.92 earned run average this season. And he's in a spot where the Phillies are down by 6, and he just has to keep the fire cool. He has to put out the fire and keep the Phillies in a position to help their offense get a chance. The pitch, swing and a miss, and the throw over the second base to try to get Cowser is not in time. Stubbs is a pretty good throw, and Stott sort of swiped Cowser on the left ankle, but nothing to it. Let's see again. Oh, he got a pretty good jump there. 0-1 is the count. We're in the bottom of the 5th. It's 8-2 Baltimore. Urias up to bat. He's 1 for 2 today. Turnbull gets set, kicks, delivers, and it's inside and low for ball 1. Phillies are still 8 games above the Atlanta Braves. That's coming into today. And when we talk about the best record in baseball, 1-1 is grounded over to third base. Bohm has it, cleans it up, throws over to first across the diamond, and there's 2 away. 3 pitches, and there's 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. In the National League, though, the Phillies, they are 5 games above the Dodgers, who are 43-29. Dodgers, of course, playing this afternoon at 4:10 against the Kansas City Royals. The pitch, and that's in there for strike 1. Gunnar Henderson up to bat. He's 1 for 3. The ball's 1 strike. The first pitch was in there at the knees, and the next pitch is on the outside corner at the knees for strike 2. Braves currently are trailing 6-4 in the bottom of the 6th against the Tampa Bay Rays. They do have 2 runners in scoring position. No balls, 2 strikes. Turnbull looking to get out of the inning, and the 0-2 pitch on the outside corner, called strike 3 at the knees. And Turnbull gets out of the inning. But the Orioles send 7 men up, or 8 men up to the plate, I should say. And they get 4 runs in the inning. And we head to the top of the 6th. It's 8-2 Baltimore. Be right back in just a few moments. All right, we head to the top of the 6th inning. It's been one-sided so far. Baltimore Orioles lead it 8-2. Zach Wheeler allowed 4 home runs today, which is a career high. He's never done that before. And 8 earned runs, which he hasn't done that either. That was on 9 hits, 91 total pitches, so that was the worst outing possibly of his career. And Spencer Turnbull was able to come in and throw 2/3, get a strikeout, and here comes Sosa, who flies this one out over to right field. Santander tries to use his glove for shielding and finding the ball, and he's there to make the catch. Didn't really have to move a whole bunch, but just lost the ball in the sun, and he had to try to track it down and put the glove over his baseball cap to shield himself. Comes Brandon Marsh, who's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. 1 out in the 6th inning. And the first pitch is just on the inside corner for strike 1. This was also on the same day that Zach Wheeler just got his 1,500th K. The next pitch is low and away for a ball. Burns led the major leagues in ERA in 2021 with a 2.43. And the next pitch, that should have been called a strike, but it's called a ball. To make the count now 2-1. The next pitch, high and outside for ball 3. The Phillies are 32-35 against Baltimore. That's their all-time head-to-head record. 3-1 pitch, and that's fouled away. They've scored a total of 317 runs, 605 hits, 78 homers, and 305 RBI. 3-2 on the way, swing and a miss, and Corbin Burns with his 7th strikeout of the day gets Marsh to chase after a high fastball. And Marsh goes down swinging for his 2nd time today. David Dahl, it's his turn to come on up to bat. Over on the left side, he's 0 for 2. Burns with the pitch, and that's in there for strike 1. Phillies, of course, played against the Orioles in the 1980 World Series. In 1983, I should say, sorry. I don't know why I said 80. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch is way outside for ball 2. Orioles would then win. They ended up winning that series 4-1, and that was just to get their 3rd title. 2 balls, 1 strike, and the next pitch, and that's grounded right through the hole for a base hit out into right field, and David Dahl finally able to get on base. And it's with 2 outs. 1980. 1980 was Phillies and Royals. Yep, I stand corrected. Al Michaels was on TV with Howard Cosell and Earl Weaver. The game was on, the series was on ABC. Harry and Andy and Richie were, of course, on the Phillies TV. It was WTAF TV. I didn't know that. The pitch to Stubbs, and I think that they're going to call batters or catcher's interference. Sort of showed bunt there. It was taken for a ball, but the home plate umpire, I think Mike Estabrook, ruled it as catcher's interference. And that's ironic because The catcher interfered. Did he interfere with the catcher? Let's see what the call is here. Let's look at it again. He took it back. That's a little bit odd. The umpires are gathering together to sort of discuss what's gonna happen. Corbin Burns is still on the mound. There are 2 outs and a runner over at first. We're in the top of the 6th inning. Stubbs was showing bunt, and he took it back. I don't think that the glove by the catcher hit Garrett Stubbs. I think that's what they're trying to see. Let's look at this again. Let's see what T-Mac and Kruk are saying. I think that the home plate umpire was ruling that it actually hit Garrett Stubbs because it maybe looked like that it hit him on the back toe. And I think that that's what they're going to try to... I think that that's what they're trying to figure out. Umpires are wearing navy blue baseball caps. And Mike Estabrook tells Garrett Stubbs he has to go back to the plate, and Rob Thompson's going to go out there. He's just walking out there. He wants to get an explanation. He's not happy about that. So Estabrook and Tripp Gibson are talking to him. Did it hit his foot? It looked like from the review that I think it may have gotten a piece, but I think that they're going to rule it as a foul ball. So it's 1 ball, no strikes. Or 1 ball, 1 strike. That will be the count. Yeah, it hit. Yeah. I think it hit him. Rob is confused. Garrett Stubbs wants an explanation, and Rob is going to butt on in and say, why isn't he rewarded first base? And now he's getting heated. Oh, man, he's pointing the finger at him and everything, and he just got tossed. Rob Thompson just got tossed. And he's chirping with the home plate umpire, Mike Estabrook. He's still in his face. Estabrook and him are going head-to-head. Now he takes the cap off, and Rob's still going at him as he gets into his face. Estabrook and him. Oh, man, it looks like that they want to go. No punches, though, obviously, or anything like that, but Rob is still heated. He's still chirping, and he still is trying to get into Estabrook's face, and Tripp Gibson able to break him up as he'll head back over towards the dugouts. Garrett Stubbs is still in there, so that means that LINKTREE is going to have to take over as manager. There goes Rob Thompson with the clipboard right by the rail. And he's not leaving just yet. He's not in the tunnel. Umpires are still getting together. I don't know what's going on. It looks like Brandon Hyde is out there. There we go. So Rob Thompson has left, and Brandon Hyde is still out there, trying to get an explanation. I don't know what he's mad about. Makes no sense to me. Maybe he's mad that I don't know. I have no idea. Garrett Stubbs trying to get everything situated as well, but Rob Thompson just got thrown out of the game. So I guess that Baltimore's going to challenge that there was no hit by pitch, and it was just a foul ball. Huh. Weird. It's 8-2. We're in the top of the 6th. There's 2 outs and a runner over at first. No hit by pitch. The call stands. Phillies challenged it. How can they challenge that after Rob just got ejected? How can they challenge that? That makes no sense to me. But, all right, so there was no hit by pitch. It's a ball. 1 ball, no strikes to Garrett Stubbs. LINKTREE, of course, taking over as the manager. Rob Thompson got tossed. He got really heated there. So Stubbs will get another crack at it. They thought that the initial ruling was that Stubbs got hit by a pitch. I didn't even see what the signal, I didn't even see a signal from the umpire that he even got hit. And Rob argued with the umpires. So 1-0 is flied out all the way to straightaway center field. Mullins is there, jogs on in towards the plate, and there's out number 3. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's 8-2 Baltimore. Orioles lead it by 6. Estabrook is the next Angel. Has Rob ever got ejected? Yes, he has. He's been ejected a couple of times. Just hasn't gotten heated like that. Only one person has subscribed to us today. Let's keep going, man. I want us to get to 20. I want us to get to 3,000, bro. Rob, you get tossed and ask what happened. That's funny. I see what you did there. It's funny. Estabrook is the next Angel Hernandez. What's going on? 2 new subs. Did we get 2? Yeah. Sticking up for his players, he is. That's correct. That's correct. Time is it? 3:28 p.m. Eastern Time. So we're talking a little bit about the 1983 World Series. At the time, it was the Phillies' second World Series appearance in 4 years, which I also didn't know. The American League, according to Wikipedia here, I wanted to make sure I recite this as a source. The American League required all new umpires to use the inside protector near universal in the National League since Bill Clem invented it in the 1910s, starting it in 1977. But the umps using the outside protector could continue to use it if they wished. And the World Series crew chief, Marty Springstead, used the outside protector from the beginning of his career in '65 until switching to the inside protector prior to the 1983 regular season. That's just interesting because you don't really think about those like little, I don't want to say idiosyncrasies, but you don't really think about those types of things. You know, the equipment and the technology have really evolved so much. And you just think about how games were back then. A lot of the people that are a part of my generation, we don't know these things. So, it's just interesting. Outside protector was huge and bulky, says Larry. I'm sure it was. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Turnbull gets set, kicks, and fires, and that's in there for a strike. The ball is 1 strike, and the next pitch is in there for strike 2. If you just subscribed to my channel, comment who you are down below. I really appreciate all the love and the support. Games, of course, were played at Memorial Stadium and Veterans Stadium. And the way that they did it, too, with the World Series format, it was a best of 5. Or sorry, it was a best of 7. But they played games 3, 4, and 5. They still do this. They played games 3, 4, and 5 at Veterans Stadium. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Adley Rushman. And the pitch, and that's fouled away. Worst thing about 1983 was that it was 4 and done. Yeah. I feel that. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Ground ball hit over towards the first base side. Harper has it. And the flip back over towards the pitcher. Turnbull is in time to get Adley Rushman. What's up, Stuart? How you doing, man? One out in the bottom of the 6th. And it's 8-2 Baltimore. '83 was a 5-game series. It was a best, yeah, that's correct. It was a 5-game series, but it was a best of 7. Yeah, that's correct. The ball is 1 strike to Ryan Mountcastle, who's 1 for 3 today. And the pitch is grounded foul towards the third base side. The ball is 2 strikes. Turnbull kicks, fires the next pitch, swing and a miss. And Ryan Mountcastle strikes out on a pitch that was wide and away. And there's 2 gone in the bottom of the 6th. They called it the I-95 series. And it was actually, I don't know if anybody knew this, but Bowie Kuhn was the commissioner, and that was the last World Series that he presided over as commissioner. First pitch to O'Hearn, and that's taken for a ball. One ball, no strikes. And the pitch, it's a sinker at 95, and that just catches the outside part of the plate at the knees for strike 1. Larry, what do you remember about Bowie? Kuhn was terrible. What a joke he was. I just asked him, and he just said it right on cue. Pitch is fouled off. I teed him up. 1-2 pitch. That's a breaking ball taken for ball 2. So who do you think, for those of you that have gotten to see baseball for a long time, who do you think is actually the best commissioner? Would you say Bud was the best? Pronounced Cayun. Cayun. Okay. I was literally going to ask like what your thoughts were about him. It's funny. No, Kuhn. Philly Special says, not Rob Manfred, I can tell you that. But you haven't been around. I'm talking to, not Adam Silver for sure, not Bud, says Stewart. You weren't around to see Bud or Kuhn. That's what I want to know. I want to know, like, from those people that have watched for, like, all those years. Bud was corrupt and ignored steroids, says Larry. Denver said Bud was all right, but he let the steroids run wild. Yeah. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the next pitch, swing and a miss. So Turnbull gets a strikeout, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Orioles. Back-to-back strikeouts for Spencer Turnbull, and we head to the top of the 7th, 8-2 Baltimore. I didn't know that Rick Dempsey won MVP for Baltimore that series. I had no clue. Rick played 24 seasons as a catcher, according to Wikipedia. Larry, that's right. Stewart was the one from Mad TV. Yeah. Bud was commissioner while owning a team. Yeah. To put that in perspective, and that's interesting. That is interesting for sure. He was inducted, Rick Dempsey, into the Orioles Hall of Fame in 1997. He was a two-time champion. Of course, the Orioles won a World Series in 1988. And won World Series MVP in 83. Make sure you guys like and subscribe and turn on the notification bell icon, and that way you know when I go live or when I upload. I appreciate that very much. I know a guy who knows a guy who sold all the players their steroids. Is that true? MLB made millions off of steroids, saved baseball, then threw the players under the bus, so to speak. Con banned Willie Mays and Mickey Mantle from baseball for working as greeters in Atlantic City after they retired. That's a true story too? That's interesting. Cionel Perez is going to be pitching for the Baltimore Orioles. We're in the top of the seventh, top of the order, due up for the Phillies. Top three hitters are 2 for 8 today. The pitch, and that's in there for strike one to Kyle Schwarber. The ball's one strike. And we have another jet flying by, and time is called. Oh, man, that one's going down. Oh, man. That's wild. The 0-1 to Schwarber, and he pops this one up out over towards right field. Santander jogs on over towards his right side and stops and makes the catch. And the first out is made by Kyle Schwarber. Baseball was doing very badly at the time. They had the strike season. Japanese player on the Dodgers wishes he knew how to bet as good as old Pete Rose. Here's Castellanos in the first pitch. Is swung on and missed. Hitless in 3 at-bats, and the next one is fouled away. Baltimore Memorial Stadium. That was the stadium that was before Camden Yards. It was officially called Venable Park, which was a former city park from the 1920s. That was actually, I'm sorry. It was on an oversized block officially called Venable Park. That's where it was, which was a former city park that was from the 1920s. Next pitch, and that's a foul ball by Nick Castellanos, and it almost hit the guy who was operating the camera. The ball's 2 strikes. That stadium was played on by the Orioles from 44 to 53. The Orioles again from 54 to 91. The Bowie Bay Sox in 1993. As the next pitch is fouled off. And then for football, the Baltimore Colts played on that field for a while. The Baltimore Stallions from the CFL also were there. And, of course, the Baltimore Ravens played there for a season as well. Next pitch, swing and a miss, and Castellanos strikes out. So Corbin Burns' day is done. Perez out there for the Baltimore Orioles, and there's 2 outs in the top of the 7th. Wow, so a lot of different teams played there. 2 outs, nobody on. Bryce Harper up to bat. And the pitch is just fouled off. Harper is 1 for 2. $44,525 people in attendance today. Yesterday was 44,555. Next pitch was a breaking ball that's taken for ball 1. One ball, one strike. And the next pitch is outside for ball 2. There's the Oriole bird. Officially came to Baltimore on April 6th of 1979. Hatched out of a giant egg. 2-1, and that's in there for strike 2. It's been the mascot of the Orioles for 44 years. 2-2 pitch. Low and outside for ball 3. And that's going to make the count full. How come the Yankees don't have a mascot? Them or the Dodgers and the Angels? 3-2 to Harper. Swung on. Belted out towards deep center field, and it just hits off the top of the wall. It hit the 410 sign, and Harper's going to get into second base with a stand-up double with 2 outs in the top of the 7th. The Phillies have had a lot of 2-out hits today. But Harper able to get one there. How many 2-out hits is that for the Phillies? 1. 2. 3. That's their 4th 2-out hit today. The pitch inside to Alec Bohm. Because they can't even figure out how to label their players on the back of their jersey. Well, they do that with the Dodgers now, don't they? The 1-0 pitch to Bohm. Swung on. Flied out over to right field. Santander can't make the diving catch. It goes all the way towards the wall. Harper's going to easily score, and the Phillies get a run back on an RBI double by Alec Bohm. I guess that you take that as the silver lining. Alec Bohm has been really dominant at the plate. So it's 8-3 Baltimore. Bohm got a fastball there and just belted it out over towards right center. Santander could not make the catch. It was just out of reach. Back-to-back doubles. And finally, the Phillies have a hit with runners in scoring position. Can Bryson Stott follow through and cut the deficit in half? Now we have a timeout called on the mound here. Well, we saw that Rob Thompson got ejected earlier. But guess what? Manny Machado just got ejected along with Mike Schultz, who's the manager for the Padres. Bohm's mom and dad are in attendance. I didn't see that. Perez still on the bump. Stott up to bat. Perez, by the way, his ERA was at 3.79 coming into this outing. He did allow 2 runs on Thursday against the Braves. The pitch to Stott, and that's taken way outside and low for a ball. Hit that thumbs up button. Did we get to 200 likes, mods? Did we get to the 200 like mark? The 1-0, and there's a high bouncer hit over to shortstop. Henderson plays it on the bounce, throws over to first, and Stott is retired. The Phillies do get 1 run back, though, on an RBI double by Alec Bohm. And we head to the bottom of the 7th at Orioles Park. My gosh. 112 likes. Wow. Oracle. It's not good, man. Braves just tied the game. I saw it just happened. Literally just happened. It's 6-6. Who was it? Adam Duvall? Who just homered? Austin Riley. Yeah. All right. I'm going to ask you a Phillies trivia question, and if you get it right, you'll hear this. If you get it wrong, you'll hear this. Okay. I don't like that one. This is all draft day. All right. Bryce Harper. Okay. Bryce Harper likes hockey. I don't know if you guys know this, but he does. He likes hockey. Who is his favorite NHL team? The first 2 runs were scored with runners in scoring position, but I didn't say on hits. That's their first hit with runners in scoring position. The Vegas Golden Knights. Is it the Vegas Golden Knights? That is correct. How'd you know? How'd you know? How did you know it was the Golden Knights? Just out of curiosity. You've seen him at a couple of games, right? He's from Las Vegas, Nevada. That's correct. That's right. Yep. That's right. Nice job, everybody. Good job. I like that one. That was great. Let's go. Good job. Yep. It's his hometown. That's correct. That is absolutely correct. Cubs are down 2-1 in the bottom of the 9th. They're down to their final out, but they have a runner over at second against the St. Louis Cardinals. Nationals lead 3-1 against the Marlins in the bottom of the 8th. Braves and Rays are tied 6-6 in the bottom of the 8th. You got Blue Jays leading at 7-4 in the top of the 8th against the Guardians. Mets have a 7-2 lead in the top of the 7th. That's against the Padres. We just mentioned that Manny Machado got ejected, along with Mike Schultz. Reds lead at 3-1 in the bottom of the 6th against the Brewers, who are threatening with 2 runners on. Astros up 4-0 in the bottom of the 7th. And the Twins lead at 4-0. That game is in the top of the 6th. They play a doubleheader. Stott is from Vegas, too. That is also correct. Yes. The pitch, and that's in there for a strike to Anthony Santander. The ball is 1 strike. And the next pitch is popped up towards shallow right field. Stott puts the glove just by his cap, and he's there to make the grab for the first out of the inning. Time is at 3:50 p.m. Eastern Time. Wow. It's been a long game, man. It has. It's been a very long game. But no, like, why don't the Yankees and Dodgers have mascots? Like, don't you think that the Yankees and the Dodgers, like, should have a mascot? I've really, like, wondered this whole thing. I really have. Have the Yankees ever even had a mascot? Have they? 1 ball, no strikes to Jordan Westburg. Tommy Lasorda is the Dodgers mascot. Stop. That's funny. But, like, in all seriousness, though, like, I am curious. Like, why don't they have a mascot? One ball, one strike. And the pitch is inside for ball 2. Yankees has a mascot, or had a mascot at one point. Who was it? 2 balls, 1 strike to Westberg, and the next pitch is fouled off. Dandy or something like that. Dandy. Two balls, 2 strikes. And the next pitch is taken for ball 3. Dandy, spelled D-A-N-D-Y, was the mascot for the Yankees between 79 and 81. Huh. Next pitch. And Turnbull gets his 4th strikeout of the day. New York Yankees' only mascot was Dandy, a large pinstriped bird with a Yankees hat, mustache, and oversized baseball bat. I wonder why they stopped. The pitch. Fly ball hit out over to center field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit for Cedric Mullins. And he gets on with a single. By the way, the Orioles have 9 hits and have scored 8 runs. Two outs. And a runner over at first, and the pitch is down low and in for a ball. Colton Cowser is 2 for 2 with a 2-run homer. Got hit by a pitch, singled, also stole a base as well. Throw back to first, not in time. Yanks and Dodgers were baseball royalty. Mascots were beneath their dignity. I was just thinking about that, too. Angels don't have a mascot either. Yeah, I said that. I said that the Angels don't have a mascot either. But, like, you would think that the Dodgers and the Yankees, out of all the teams, they're the most well-known, that they would have a mascot. That makes no sense to me. The 1-0 is taken for ball 2. Sir Anthony Dominguez warming up in the Phillies bullpen. Spencer Turnbull with 30 pitches. I love Franklin as well. 2-0, and that's taken outside for ball 3. I like hip hop though. They were the most well known. They didn't need a mascot. 3-0 pitch, and that's in there for a strike. Yeah, but, like, when you go to the ballpark and you, like, interact with a mascot still, like, that's, I don't know, like, there's something to it. Like, the Yankees, I'm sure, when they were really good, they could have brought a mascot and even attracted even more kids. I don't know. The pitch, and that's way outside for a ball. So, 2 runners on with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. George Steinbrenner didn't think that mascots should be a part of baseball. But he had a mascot for 3 years. Did the A's have one? Yes, the A's have one. Yes. 2 runners on with 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the 7th. They didn't need help with attendance. I guess you got a point there. You do. The pitch, and that's on the outside corner for a strike. I still think that now that they should have a mascot. Angels may not, but they have a movie. Angels in the outfield. The ball is 1 strike. And the pitch, and that's low and outside for ball 1. The Fanatic is the best one. Phillie Phanatic is the best mascot ever for a sports franchise. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the next pitch, and that swung on and missed. Mascots are part of the game, to my honest opinion. The atmosphere, the day in the park. See, that's how I feel about it, too. I think that, in today's game, it should be a part of, like, almost every single team. Or every team should have a mascot. 1-2 pitch, and that's popped out over towards left center field. On the run is Marsh, and he tracks it down, then he makes the catch. And the inning is over. No runs, 2 men left. And we head to the top of the 8th inning. It's 8-3 Baltimore. Phillie Phanatic is the best mascot, which is why The Simpsons parodied him with the capital city goofball. Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's different now. It used to be more of a promotional thing. Yeah, that does make sense. If you really do think about it, it does. Obviously, people don't understand what the context or like what the meaning was behind the mascot at the time, for all those years. But I think now we have a different type of a meaning for a mascot, and I just think that it would be. I think every team should have one, even if it is the Yankees and even if it is the Dodgers, because there is just something so nice about being able to just see one there and be able to, take pictures with a mascot. It's great for promos. It's great for during things like for breaks and stuff like that. It definitely brings more spectacle to the game. Let's not forget Calvin, Sid, Iggy, and Bessie. Bessie's good. Yep. Other teams caught on eventually. Now most teams have one. I need a mascot with an mascot. The Popcorn Show. I'll have to check that out. Do you guys have any sort of Phillie Phanatic moments? Favorite Phillie Phanatic moments that you would like to share with the rest of everybody? Make sure you guys like and subscribe and hit the notification bell icon, too, while we're on here. We know that the Phillies are down 8-3. Of course, we're getting back into the play-by-play action. But, these are the times where I really like to just embrace getting the community involved. Because I think that that's a really good way to bide the time, It is. I actually forgot the other day I was even calling a baseball game as I had the mic on. I'm being dead serious, too. The pitch, and that's inside for a ball. That was really, really weird. Sometimes, you don't know, if you're driving or something, or, you forget about it. It's the same sort of thing. The 1-0 to Sosa. Ground ball. Played on a bounce by the third baseman, and the throw over to first. What a play to get Edmundo Sosa out. Ramon Urias. Man, he's been so good defensively. He really has. Just fired a strike over to first. Jeez Louise. My favorite one was when Dodgers manager Tommy Lasorda lost his cool and attacked the Phanatic for real. Yep. I remember that. Here's Whit Merrifield as a pinch hitter. I remember seeing it. Obviously, I wasn't alive for that. The pitch, and that swung on and missed. Don, what's up, Don? How you doing, man? What's good? Thanks for stopping by, man. Merrifield up to bat, and the 0-1 swing and a miss. By the way, on the mound for the Baltimore Orioles, it's Vespi. Nick Vespi, that is, 28 years old, from Miami, Florida, left-hander. The 0-2 to Merrifield, swing and a miss, and that curveball was not even close. And there's 2 outs, 2 up, 2 down in the top of the 8th. Those fan here. I hit the like, not trolling. I appreciate that, man. Show your passion, Just. My dad would be put on the screen a lot because he had a very long beard, and the Phanatic would pull on it And whoa. Also, Worth pulled on it when he got to walk the bases. This was years ago. What? That's wild. That's a cool story. The pitch to Pache. Ground ball. Hit past the third baseman out into left field for a base hit. It was down the third base line, so it was a fair ball. And Pache jogs on over to second with a stand-up double. There was no throw applied. And that's the 5th hit today that the Phillies have had with 2 outs. Pache came in to pinch hit for David Dahl. And Scared Stubbs, who's coming up to bat. That's a cool story. Be put on the screen a lot because he had a very long beard. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. He would have the time of his life at those games. Everyone loved the bearded guy in his section right off first. That's awesome. Scared Stubbs, who takes a strike all the way. He's behind in the count 0-1. Vespi on the bump. Has not allowed a run this season. Got called up on May 22nd. The pitch, and that's inside for a ball. Going to a game has to be a total entertainment event. From the mascot, the music, the first pitch, it all makes children want to go. I agree with that. And the 1-1 is chopped foul. And as they mature, the hope is that they begin to catch on to the game. But it's also like, as they grow older, they're going to want to have their kids meet the mascot too. Like, that I think is what's special. The generation to generation type of a thing. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss on a slider that was low and away. And we head to the bottom of the 8th inning. It's 8-3 Baltimore. Pache left over at second base. And it's time to go to the bottom of the 8th. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe. And hit that bell icon. A subbed for the shout out, brother. Thank you, man. Appreciate it very, very much. I do. It means a lot. Brewers just took the lead. What did you say? What did I miss? Philly captain does some great bits with the mascot. Yeah, he does. That's how I know about these other mascots from the captain. Respect the mascot, for sure. The Fanatic walked down our aisle once. He steps all over you. My favorite was when the Fanatic came into the NBC Sports Philadelphia booth and had all this popcorn and spilled it all on John Kruk. And he was just being so clumsy. He was like tripping over wires and stuff. And Tom McCarthy's like, what are you doing? Like, is the Fanatic drunk or something? And it was really funny. He had like all these boxes of popcorn, and they had to clean it all up, and it's all spilled over John Kruk. Oh, it was funny. Hey, JJ, I see that the Phillies are down. What's up, Jason? How you doing, man? What's good? What's up, Spurger? How was that experience, Philly Special? My boy is here. Shout out to my boy. He's the best. All that popcorn. Yeah, go check that out. That was really funny. He took a picture with Rob Manfred. Called him a mascot. Oh, gosh. Yep. All right, we head to the bottom of the 8th inning. Zach Wheeler pitched today. In case you are just tuning in, well, Wheeler allowed all 8 runs. He gave up 4 homers and had the worst outing of his career. And that's pretty much been the story. Phillies offense has not really been able to come through either, but the main takeaway from today is that Zach Wheeler is just did not have a good day at all. It's Gunnar Henderson, and the first pitch is fouled off. Sir Anthony Dominguez pitching for Philadelphia. And the first pitch was fouled. Dominguez in 26 games is a 4.56 earned run average. 22 strikeouts, 3 home runs allowed. The 0-1 is fouled off the foot of Gunnar. trying to think of like any other cool moments that the Fanatic has had. But yeah, the one where he spilled popcorn all over John Kruk. That was really funny. The 0-2 pitch. There's a ball inside and low for ball one. Shout out to Mike Lassisson and to the whole Phillies production crew. Mike was actually one of my teachers. I did a camp over in Blackwood, New Jersey. It was at the Camden. It was right near the main stage theater. 1-2, and that's outside for ball two. And Mike was my teacher, and Mike is one of the operators for FanVision. And I have other people that I know that are working over there. Shout out to all of them because they do some really awesome work. 2-2 pitch, and that's on the outside corner for a called strike three. If you haven't seen the Philly Fanatic Saves the 4th of July, go check that out because Mike did that, and Mike did a hell of a job with it. He did. I think every 4th of July, I'm hoping that they play that every 4th of July at the stadium. It is such a cool thing. The ball is one strike to Adley Rushman. Yeah, he filmed that whole thing and did a heck of a job. The ball is one strike, and the pitch is high and outside for a ball. Jacob Webb getting loosened up in the Orioles bullpen, and he'll pitch the top of the 9th. Rushman up to bat, and the 1-1 is in there for strike two, just at the knees. Have any of you seen the Philly Fanatic Saves the 4th of July? One ball, two strikes. And the next one is outside for ball two. Larry seen it? Larry, you saw it? Nice. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the next pitch. And that's on the outside corner at the knees for a called third strike. It won a couple of Emmys. And Mike ended up winning a couple. And the rest of the Phillies team. And they all deserved it. Yeah. It was really, really good. Two outs in the bottom of the 8th. With nobody on base. And Ryan Mountcastle's up to bat. 1 for 4 today. He singled back in the 5th and scored a run, and he chops the first pitch foul towards that left side. How many likes, mods? Did we get to 200 yet? Very disappointed than we were. It happens. The Phillies' history is so rich. There's so many great things and so many great memories. Absolutely, Robert. The 0-1 is way outside for a ball. Did I ever tell you guys? I'm sure that some of you have never heard the story, but I've went to a couple of like World Series games, and what I actually did, which was really, really cool, was I got to go on the field and be one of the people that actually helped one of the grounds crew members out towards the left field line bang out the chalk for the fair foul line. That was awesome. I was like 10 years old when I did that. That was not the World Series. Sorry, that was the NLCS. It was when Jimmy Rollins walked it off against Jonathan Broxton. The 1-2, and that's low and outside for ball two. That's a moment I'll never forget. 2-2 pitch, and that's fouled away. The grounds crew member forgot to bring a sandbag, and they were like, "Yo, kid, can you come onto the field and help us bang out the rest of this? You know, you just got to stand on top." I was like, "Sure." I was a shy guy, but I was like, I'm not going to say no to that. 2-2, and that's fouled away. The other really cool thing I did was I was one of the Junior Phillies Club members who was selected. I was one of 30 kids selected to go onto the field and be able to run the bases with Davey Lopes and also pitch to Joe Blanton and get some batting practice with Milt Thompson. Next pitch, and that's in there for strike 3. So we head to the top of the 9th. Last chance for the Phillies. Orioles lead it 8-3. Top of the order coming up to bat when we return. Joe Blanton said, yeah, so I was the sandbag. It was not on the sand lot, but yes. That was really cool. That was really cool. Yeah, the Junior Phillies Club thing was also really special. I was in the bullpen, and Joe Blanton said, I was throwing a couple pitches, and he was like, yo, we need to teach Chad Durbin how to throw that slider. He said that. That was awesome. And by the way, that day that I was selected, it was a Phillies playoff game. That's when CC Sabathia was pitching for the Brewers. And Brett Myers had 4 hits in the game for the Phillies. And Shane Vittorino, out of all people, hit a grand slam on the right side of the plate off of Sabathia. My dad said to me before, he said, Jason, we're not going to any more Phillies games. And I had no idea that I was one of the kids that was selected. I got a Junior Phillies Club backpack. And that was really awesome. That was so special. It really was. That was like one of the favorite times of my life because the Phillies ended up going far that year, and they won the World Series, of course, and we got to watch the whole parade in school, and that was great. But yeah, Shane Vittorino on the right side of the plate at a home run. It was a grand slam off of Sabathia, and Myers had the 4 hits in that game. That would never happen today. Shane did have some pop. His pop was underrated. All right, we go to the top of the 9th. Hit the thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button. First pitch was down low and outside for a ball. Second pitch is outside for ball 2. Just came back. Vespi still pitching. Schwarber's up to bat. Schwarber, Castellanos, and Harper. The pitch. That's low and away for ball 3. Schwarber doubled in the 5th. 3-0 pitch, and there's a 4-pitch walk. First time today that Schwarber has walked. JJ shares a core memory. Well, I'll try, man. Hyde is going to go out there, and that's going to be it for Vespi. So his day is done. He's intentionally walking Schwarber. I hope so. Yeah, but, like, that's... When it comes to blowouts, man, like, that's the time to save the stories, right? Like, that's the time to really talk about these things because it buys the time. It makes the time go by faster. And I think that that's kind of like what brings us closer together, you know? So I like the storytelling aspect of this, especially in a blowout like this. So I think it's really cool. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button as well. Trying to think who else was on that Brewers team. You had Corey Hart. You had Prince Fielder. Craig Counsell. Ricky Weeks. You know, Ricky Weeks is... I was just thinking about him the other day. Goes by Ricky Weeks Jr. now. I think Mike Cameron was still on that team. Anybody remember Mike Cameron? That Brewers team. I remember Ben Sheets was there for a year. I don't remember if that was the year. Sabathia and Greinke. Was that 08? Yeah, Ryan Braun. Yeah. Ryan Braun was phenomenal. Oh, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that one too, Cheryl. I did. I saw that one too. I forgot about that one. I forgot about that one. That was a funny one. I like that. Cameron was a center fielder. Yep. For sure. Ned was the manager back then. But Craig Counsell was playing for them. He was over at second base, I believe. Sheets was there for a while. He was homegrown by the Brew Crew. And then there was one other person that I'm missing, I feel like. Casey McGee, I think, came in 2010, if I'm correct. Maybe 09. Comes Castellanos, and the first pitch is taken at the knees for strike one, and he does not agree with that call. Jacob Webb is now pitching. I said Prince. I loved Prince Fielder. Had a 1.95 ERA, Webb, that is so far this year, and the 0-1 is swung on and missed. The ball is 2 strikes. Jeff Jenkins. He played for the Phillies, though. He wasn't on the Brewers that year. Not that year. The 0-2, and that's taken for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Webb gets set at the belt, and the pitch to Castellanos, and he dribbles that one foul. Oh, Jackie, I was waiting for you to come back on. Carlos Santana, just to his 11th home run of the season. Forgot he's still in the league. Huh. Hit it from the right side of the plate, too. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and Castellanos strikes out. And there's 1 gone in the 9th. Now it's Bryce Harper's turn to come on up. It's 8-3 Baltimore. We're in the top of the 9th. And the pitch upstairs for ball 1. I do like Carlos Santana. The musician Carlos Santana. One ball, no strikes. And the pitch to Harper, swing and a miss. Jose Siri also just hit a home run in the 9th inning against the Atlanta Braves. The 1-1 pitch, and that's in there at the knees for a strike. That was a late call, too. And Calitri has his sunglasses on and was like, I don't know. That was a strike. There's no doubt about it. It was just above the kneecaps. The pitch on the way. Fouled off. One ball, 2 strikes. 1 gone in the top of the 9th. And a runner over at first. The 1-2 to Harper. And that's grounded over towards the first base side. Westbrook tries to knock it down, and he can't make the throw in time to get Bryce. They had him played correctly, and Harper beat out the throw. Westbrook sort of bobbled it. It was pulled over towards that right side. And everybody's safe. Yep. Took a bizarre bounce. So that's going to be recorded as an E4. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and hit the bell icon. 2 runners on. And here comes Alec Bohm, the hitting machine, who pops the first pitch up, out over towards right center field. And Mullins gets to it and will make the catch for out number 2. That pitch was down the middle, too, so it was his pitch. Just did not time it well. And the Phillies are down to their final out of the series. They won game 1. They lost yesterday. And they're down 8-3 with 2 runners on and 2 outs in the top of the 9th. And here's Bryson Stott. The Pitch, strike one. Sweeper at 83. Just on the lower tier of the zone. The ball is 1 strike. Stats 0 for 4 with 3 groundouts and a strikeout today. And the next one is up high and outside for a ball. The 1-1 to start. And he shoots that one foul towards the left field side. And the Phillies are down to their final strike. One ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch from Webb. High for ball 2. Stat against American League opponents has 10 hits and 49 at-bats. 2-2 on the way. And that's going to be grounded over towards the first base side. And the throw back to the pitcher is not in time. It actually almost got by him. Mountcastle played it on a bounce. The throw got by Webb. And, well, some big miscommunication on the defensive side. And the Phillies have the bases loaded just like that. Mountcastle fielded the ground ball. He tried to throw it over towards the pitcher. And nothing to it. It got by the pitcher. Charge. So Webb, his night is done. And Hyde's going to make another move. That's going to go down as an E3. So 2 errors in this inning from sloppy defense. And it looks like Cano's going to come on in. No spoilers in the chat. If you guys are new to the channel, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Hit the thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button as well. So the pitcher had to go cover the mound as Mountcastle fielded the ground ball away from first base. And he had to try to make an underhanded throw, but it just... I think that... It was Webb that actually overran it. Webb overran the throw. And it got by him. And, of course, Adley was there to back him up. JJ, I was just messing with him. There's no spoiler. No worries. No worries. Gotcha. And he thought he was doing something wrong. That's funny. Padres are coming back, by the way. It's 7-6 New York. And so are the Guardians. They're coming back at 7-6 Toronto in the top of the 9th with 2 runners on. Wow. And 2 outs. Lots of close games. Brewers lead at 5-4 against the Reds in the top of the 8th. Cincinnati up to bat. Phillies are still alive. Bases are loaded. Schwarber's at 3rd. Harper's at 2nd. And Stott's at 1st. And Edmundo Sosa is up to bat. At least his spot is up to bat. 3 errors, 2 in this inning by Baltimore. Can the Phillies make them pay? If Sosa gets on, the tying run will be coming up to the plate. There's 2 outs, mind you. And we have some dramatics here going on. Cano's going to get ready to pitch. And here we go. First pitch, and that's a called strike on the outside corner at the knees for strike 1. Sorry, I played that a little bit late. Yennier Cano is 2 for 5 in save opportunities. This officially is a save opportunity now. The 0-1 pitch. It was outside, but it's a called strike, and the Phillies once again are down to their final strike. Sosa's 1 for 4. He singled back in the 2nd and also stole a base. The ball's 2 strikes. Bases loaded, top of the 9th. Phillies down 8-3, and the 0-2 is way outside. way off the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Cano gets set at the letters. And the 1-2 to Sosa. Swing and a miss. And the game is over. The Baltimore Orioles win the series against the Philadelphia Phillies. Both teams now 47 and 24. So they are tied with the second best record in all of Major League Baseball. And Sosa strikes out with the bases loaded to end the ball game. So Westberg goes 2 for 4 with a 3-run homer. Also scored 2 runs. And he's the player of the game. Phillies offense did not do a good job, but really the most concerning part today are I don't want to say it's concerning, but why they really struggled too was Zach Wheeler did not help. Allowing 8 earned runs on 9 hits in 4 1/3 of an inning. Also just had 4 strikeouts. Came in with like a 2.2 ERA. And now it's up to 2.84. All right, I am going to have a post-game show in about 15 minutes. The link is on the live chat. We're going to get Orioles Birdwatcher to come on. All right? And we'll talk more about it because I do have thoughts. I do. I'll tell you one thing, though. Am I disappointed? No. Not right now. I might be disappointed a little bit later. You have to realize that I just called a game. So give me a little bit of time. It'll probably sink in. The offense was unacceptable. Unacceptable. That was sad to me. But, all right. I'll save the rest for later. One word to describe that game. Unacceptable. Shay says, let's go. We won. Anything to root against the Phillies. Even though he still likes to come on for my streams. Don't swear in the chat. Keep it clean, man. 2 for 14, by the way. Objectively, one of the worst teams with runners in scoring position in June. Yes. All right. Love you all. Laila Tov. Come on for the post-game show. We're going to be doing that in about 15 minutes. It'll be on at 4:45. All right. Love you all. Good night.